Hey lads, this is day 177 of my series to get to 2K on chess.com. We got another trophy from the Liquidator. I must admit, I'm a computer addict. What about yourself? Thank you, Liquidator. We're going to jump into a game now. A 1730 from Chile. And we will play a Sicilian Defense with the pawn on c5. He's going for an Alapin, so we will go into our dragon. We will take, put the bishop here. And I've played this line quite a bit. I've been playing this move because I know it's supposed to be good. When they push, we can go here. I think I'll just continue doing it because I've been getting very favorable positions out of the opening. I just need to ensure that I don't blunder in the later parts of the game. So, this looks good for us. I will play the pawn to e6 at some point, but maybe first we swap off this bishop for the knight so that there's one less defender of this pawn. Then I will take the pawn and be doing okay. Okay, he's not allowing that. So in this position, can we go queen here? He has to defend with knight. So queen there doesn't do anything for us. What about queen here? Take. Or queen here, if he takes, we take with pawn. We're still hitting this once, which isn't amazing. I don't like bringing the queen out early. I think I'll just defend here. Defend the knight. We don't have to win the pawn yet. And here, I think we can take back with the pawn to push here. Maybe? Or do we take with the bishop? I think I'm going to actually... If I take back with the pawn, it blocks my bishop in. Then he castles, bishop here. I'm going to take back with the pawn. I don't know if that's completely right. I've never done that before. We'll put the bishop here and swap it off with the queen here. And then we'll play for this, and I'll get my queen here. And the queen on this square will stop the bishop developing because we can grab that pawn if he did. That's very strange. Right, I will come here. We're hitting this pawn. So right now I'm threatening to take. If I take, he has to take with this pawn. Because if he takes with the queen, then he loses this. Okay, so he's defending now. I think I'll play this move. Or do I pull back? No, we'll play this move. Give our knight some space to get out. Maybe we can get the knight to f5 and attack that pawn. So right now, everything in my game, my whole idea is just to win this pawn. This is what I'm really going after. He's got 3 defenders of it. But this one I've kind of cancelled out. I'm going to take. And now he's only got 1 defender of it. And I have 1 attacker. So if we develop our knight to here, we can go after it. Maybe he'll play this move. And he also has the rook here. He did play that move. Interesting. Now I'm thinking I could just castle here. And these pawns are rushing for me. Can also play this. So this move, if he pushes, we take it, and we're doing pretty well here. I think I would rather do this before castling, just because I don't know what he's able to do with these pawns. Let's play this. Now maybe the bishop comes here, we grab the pawn. I think. Do we grab the pawn or are we trapped? If I come here, if the bishop comes here and I grab this, I can always come back to here. So I'm not trapped yet, but what if the bishop goes here? Then I can't grab it. Oh no, the knight would be in danger. Yeah, I'm fine. So I could grab this. So if he comes here, I come here. He goes here. My only move is to take. Because this square is covered by the knight. And all these ones would be covered by the rook. And this one would be... Well, it would be covered by the queen if the bishop went here. But if the bishop goes here, I could also have this move. But yeah. Okay. Oh, very strange. Do we take or do we push? I'm going to take because now this pawn is not defended and my bishop is becoming very strong. I really like this. I don't know about this pawn. Just go here, right? Here, and I'm still defending the pawn. Here, I'm defending the pawn. Maybe this one attacks me. I would take the knight. Yeah, I think I'm winning here. So right now we're looking for this. I still haven't castled, which isn't good. But I don't think he has much of an attack. If I'm able to swap off queens, I will. And I'd very much like to climb back over 1700 this game. But it's looking like we will, because this position looks very good for me. Don't know though. Can always blunder. I can always blunder for you guys. But it does look like I'm up a pawn. But games are not won until they're over. What is he trying to do here? Maybe he'll try to pull this rook up. That could be one of his ideas. Because he just wants to go after this pawn maybe. But then I would have this, so I'd be fine. Okay, so he's moved his knight back. He can't move this piece because then I win his bishop. I can't push the pawn because his knight just jumps in. He's threatening to jump in now, actually, which would not be good. But if he does jump in, can I not just move here? And then eventually here and here? Or eventually here and here? Maybe here first. If I go here first, he attacks me. I move up. Well, what about here? He attacks me and I take. If he takes my queen, I take his queen with check. He moves his king. We check. He moves his king. And we're stuck. This is one way to sort of simplify. Here, here, take here. If he takes my knight, we take back. So he has to take my queen. So here, here, take the pawn. He takes my queen. Take with check. He moves his king up. And then we just come back. And I think we're doing okay. He doesn't have any threats here. I think I will do this. I don't know if it's better to just move my queen up and keep the queens on, but if I can find a way to trade off pieces, I'm going to do that. Now, I don't think he'll want to trade off pieces, but I'm 2 pawns up, so trading off the queens seems like the right move. Because at the end of a chess game, you're going to be up 2 pawns and they're going to have 0, which is 100% win. So. Okay. And I can push this pawn, but I'll probably just defend it this way. Because then we have the bishop and the knight defending. Yeah. So this pawn, this pawn is a passer. So we're gonna try to get our rook over and protect it. Maybe we'll castle. We don't need to castle. I could just move my king up, but then his bishop comes in. We go here, tick, tick, here. Yeah, maybe it's better if my king's open. I don't know. Okay, he's stopping my rook coming onto the b file, which is what I wanted to do. We can't come here because he's got 2 defenders of the square. But we can just castle. Or we can bring our rook to the c file and then go here. I think I will just push my king up. Because it looks like we're in the endgame, and I'm going to want my king in the middle of the board. With the pawns. And now I'm planning on getting my rooks to the c file and pushing. Now, I can come here and this, which seems good. But I also have this pawn that he's just hung. Does he have any threats? He doesn't. Right now he's threatening this. And if I recapture, he wins this rook, or this knight. So I'm just going to take this for free. I think. I'm up 3 pawns. But I gotta figure out how to close it out. I don't know, maybe oh, okay. So he's threatening to come in now. So maybe we just put the rook here. I think we do, yeah. Rook here. He's got no check. He's got no check. Only check is this one, so yeah, let's just challenge his rook. Try to get some pieces swapped off. We can also push this and threaten here. So he's threatening a check, but we can't take because our king is pinned. So maybe we walk over. Check. We would go here anyway. Let's go here. And this way we're threatening the rook, or the knight, because we got 2 attackers on it. Well, he has 2 defenders still. I need to remember the bishops here. I'd love to get my knight to here, and then here, and then here, because it's just hitting everything. And now his knight is no longer defending that square. I think it was here defending, wasn't it? Or was it here? I think it was here defending. Let me check my time. 2:41. I got to be careful. If he moves his knight here, I will swap off. I'm ready to just swap off everything. I can also put my knight here, going after this pawn. If he defends, then we could just push, attack, and attack, which seems pretty cool. I think I'm fine. I'm not seeing any tactics for him. I got to be aware of these pins, though. Like, this rook is actually exerting a lot of pressure on the position, making this very weak, you know. So I'm glad I spotted that. Okay, I can swap off here. That's one option. Or I can just go here. He's threatening this, but it's not a big deal, is it? I think we'll swap off. Yeah. And he's going after this pawn here. I guess he won a pawn there, did he? Oh, he wins this one. Okay, so he wins this pawn. I think we can just push. Push. We're threatening this one, and we can come here soon. Yeah, let's push. If he comes here, we'll just swap off. Yeah, this is fine. So if his bishop comes here, yeah, okay, we're good. Are we good? Or do we just go here? Here, and then here to defend. Here he goes here, though. So maybe we go here. Here, here. Here. Yeah, actually, this looks okay. We'll just defend with the pawn. We'll defend with the pawn, and then we'll bring the other knight in. We always have the A pawn ready to do some serious work. Yeah, am I going to get tricked here? Here? I think we're okay. He grabs this one, though. He grabs this one. Maybe we go here. Not doing this right, am I? He's got a take here. Okay, if he wants to come this way, we just go here. And together they hold everything. Here and here. So all these squares are held. And then we just push. Okay. Nice. Probably shouldn't have done this, I don't know. But it makes his king have to go to the other side of the board. GG. Maybe not the cleanest, but we got the win. We're at 1707. We play with an 89% accuracy. Wow. Actually, that is really good for me. So the moment that I was spending forever on this move was okay, but it wasn't the best. But he did take, which was bad for him. He should have taken my knight, which is very interesting. And here I could have just gone after his knight. If I go after his knight, he takes mine, I take his. And then my rook's very developed. Ah, and here he actually has a tactic which I missed. I didn't spot this. And this is very hard to spot. He's got two attackers on this pawn, so he can actually sacrifice his knight. If I take back, he has a check here. And the check hits the bishop. I have to go here to defend the bishop. Then he wins the pawn back. These are two isolated central pawns here that he's going to gain control of, and like his position just looks really scary. My best move in this position is this move. If I do anything else, then it's at least a draw or he's winning. It would have been really well played if my opponent had spot this, sack a piece. Even though he's down 4 points of material here, this would have been a really good way for him to get back into the game. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. The channel's been growing a lot. I'm really thankful for all of you. Please share the video with your friends if you can. Post it on your old Facebook account that you don't use. Send it wherever you can. Thanks so much. See you guys tomorrow.